deal. Yeah.
So I didn't know you were in the war, Oliver.
Yeah, I spent my time on Vancouver Island, hauled Air Force guys during the war.
And then what did you do?
I drove Greyhound.
Really?
Oh, Christ almighty. I don't know what I'm going to do with you. But though I like to, some night my neighbor comes over and we spend the time with some afternoon or something like that. And I got all that electrical or radio stuff or pictures and stuff in the house, eh?
Okay.
And I just I don't want to take and move them out again and that. So if you want to come and have a look at them and that, you can take the ones you want. There's photographic ones, there's zoom lens on them, everything,
Yeah.
eh? Yeah.
So,
oh yeah.
So you drove a Greyhound in the 1940s?
Yeah, I drove about 500,000 miles on Vancouver Island.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So is that, and then how did you get to High River?
Well, I bought a brand new 47 Ford car and come back.
Oh, okay.
After 48, eh? Then my dad and I started business. Here, read that. Don't laugh, eh?
Oliver Perry, Victoria, BC, bus drivers, 3 days before Pearl Harbor. Oh, that looks cool.
That guy's 6'7", eh?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 44-inch pad leg.
You look good.
Yeah, so that's a long time ago.
So then in 47, you got back to High River.
At 48, yeah, I come back here. My dad went and I started business up in the back of the Massey building then. And then we moved down here in 55, built this building ourselves. And,
Wow.
Yeah. There was nothing on the roads out here in them days, just the trails for the farmers to come in and go to the grain elevators, eh?
Okay.
Yeah.
So has it changed much, this building, since you built it?
Yeah, this building weighs, when we got on the truck and weighed it, was 3.5 tons for the building, eh?
Oh, and did you move it in from somewhere?
Huh?
Did you move it in from somewhere?
No, it come in parts and pieces. My dad
okay.
and I put it up, eh? Yeah. Yeah, it's all bolted together, eh?
Well, that's why it's lived as long as it has.
Oh, yeah. Hail ain't gonna hurt it because it's what they call 20 gauge, eh?
Wow.
That's pretty thick, eh? And so that's...
And you've done a lot of welding under this roof.
Oh, yeah, I used to buy a ton of welding rod a year.
Holy.
Yeah.
And you used to...
Aluminum and brass and cast iron. I did a lot of cast iron welding because when I was on the island there, when I had time off, I used to deliver on the way to Victoria to Pat Bay. There'd be freight for different stations, eh? I just blow the air whistle, and them guys come out and pick it up, and away they go, eh?
Okay.
So then one day, I don't know, a guy, this is after the war, and that said, geez, you should go down there and get yourself a job. You used to do a little welding. I said, yeah. So I went down to what they call Hafer Brothers in them days. $1 an hour they paid me. That was hell of better, 60 cents. Eh?
Oh,
so
wow.
I worked there for till I quit driving in 48. And come home. Yeah, it's a long time ago, a lot of history.
But you've always been a welder.
Well, I've done that. I'm a machinist too, eh?
Yep.
And I'm a mechanic, and I got another license. We don't go around bragging about that.
And what's that?
Well, I can look at a deal and tell you whether it's right or wrong.
Okay. So you're an inspector of some kind.
More or less, I guess you call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been down to Fort McLeod and out to the dam out there.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, and then what made you get in to be with the fire department?
Well, when I was lifeguarding on the river for $1 a day. Before that, my dad worked in the Ford garage over here. I got a picture of that. And there my mother took and that. But anyhow, the flood was on. But anyhow, my dad worked there, and a guy bought a brand new 33 Ford V8, eh?
Okay.
Denny Moore was his name, actually. So he got a little in the sauce, I guess. And going home at night, he lived out there, out the side of King's Feedlot.
Oh, yeah?
There, down in there. Well, he didn't quite make it home, so he totaled that old Ford, eh? So It was only a car in them days is $800, eh?
Probably too much power for him.
No, it's lubricated.
Oh.
So anyhow, they bought it into the garage, and at that time, the fire department was just getting away with the horses and that, and it had a pump on it for a piston pump, but it just had a one horse linear motor to run it. And you pull it and start it, and that's how they pump from the hydrant thing. Because up at the water tower, they had a great big Sterling pump on the road where the Friendship Center is now. I used to be the powerhouse, and that they was down in the basement. Well, when my dad come, and they found out that he knew something about Sterling motors. That's what it was. A boat motor, actually, what it was. Sterling motor, and they're pretty finicky to start in them days. And they found out Dad knew how to start one of them and deal. So they got him on the fire department. But anyhow, before that, that's what used to go up there. They'd fill the water tower, and the valves up there, and the electric didn't always work. And then them spikes coming out of the top of it.
Yeah.
There'd be water coming out of that.
Okay.
Yeah. And then that's it.
So
but
then,
anyhow.
but your dad got you, and then if your dad was on the fire department, then you joined the fire.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He joined up early, and that. But he always was around because he goes from there. And the old bell reached to ring. They used to head to the powerhouse to start that Sterling pump because the water from the tower out there was 40 pounds,
Okay.
Where the hospital is, it was 27.
Oh, wow.
So that means that you got to take and boost the pressure up in your lines to get this more punch, because like a garden hose, you only turn the deal half on, you only got to spin it out a little bit. So anyhow.
So what year did you join the fire department?
Well, then, let me tell you the story. So then this old 30 car that Denny Moore ran.
Oh, yes, yeah.
So then they decided that they'd take and put that pump on the back end of it, and use that and put a tow bar on the front of it and tow it around to the fires, And then they had the pump right there. They could hook on the hydrant, and boost the pressure up,
Gotcha.
But the early days, the fire department guys used to have all their hose on reels,
Yep.
And the guys used to have the guy who used to live across here or work across here, George Young, he had a team of horses. And back where the gas company is now, there was a barn there, and there's another team of horses in there that the town used for getting their garbage and everything out in them days, The bells went, Well, George Young had his team of horses here. It was hauling coal in different places, in town, and that. Well, he'd head to the fire hall. He was chief one time, too. So it's a long story. So anyhow, then there used to be where Andreessen is, where John Barlow's place is there, used to be a big machine shop there,
Yeah.
And that. So anyhow, they took and got that motor on, my dad did, got that motor and everything in there, and get the drive shaft hooked up onto it. Instead of on back wheels, the drive shaft was on the motor,
Yeah.
So then they hooked that behind, they had an old Graham Prates truck, hooked that behind it,
Holy.
And that, the way they go to the fire, all their hose and everything was on the old Graham Page truck, And that, they just get there, no more wheels, But anyhow, then the guy that had to be chief was I.M. McKeag, but he owned the Ford garage,
Okay.
We get rid of that old Graham Page pig, and they sold to a guy out here, what they call Rocky Acres. Emerson was his name,
Right.
You ever heard of him?
I don't think
Well,
so.
you know where Curtin Street feedlot used to be.
Yeah.
But just around the corner, and they called it Rocky Acres because it was rocky. Anyhow, that was about it. And so then they bought that new Ford truck in '47,
Yeah.
And that. Then they still kept the old Model A.
Oh, wow.
With the hose on it and everything, And that, and even when I was on 47, that deal was a hose truck,
Yeah.
Besides the hose that was on the 47 truck, Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's lots of laughs,
But you must have seen some pretty good fires around here.
Oh, yeah. And we had what they call Molotov cocktail fires,
Oh, wow.
Had pop bottles with rags in them and gas, and that, and take and light it and throw the thing, eh?
And people would do that.
Oh yeah, we had one guy we couldn't catch the bastard, eh?
Did you?
Yeah.
But you knew who it was.
Huh?
But you knew who it was.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. RCMP were involved with it, and we set up traps for him and everything. We never could get him.
Was that in the 50s?
Huh?
Was that in the 50s?
Yeah, right up until the 70s.
Wow.
A little more than that. George Lane was done a different thing. I got the deal. It was a old style tea can. They used to go out and buy your tea in square cans about that wide.
Yeah.
Store. They'd taken took the top off it and punched holes in it with a pick, eh? Which got that sharp deal.
Yeah.
Then filled it with rags, eh? And up in the lane block in the toilet area there, you had to lift the lid up because it had 18-inch timbers in it instead of just a 12-inch, eh?
Okay.
So there was lots of room to stick this down in there. And
Wow.
about that time, they were going to make an antique out of that George Lane deal that belonged to United Management in Calgary, and they said, okay, we'll sell it. So the town said, we'll donate. So the government said, we'll donate so much money, and United Management is going to donate the building, and the town is supposed to get some money, eh?
I
That was a
remember
Friday.
that. That was a big fire.
Yeah, and on Saturday at dinner time, people are all gone out of it, light it, eh? And it's
Wow.
a fire. Then the fire wasn't in above the floor or below the floor. It was in the rafters, eh?
Wow.
So then when they got enough exposed deal in there, it blew the windows out, eh?
Wow.
Yeah. So that's how that started. But we had that guy pegged and had a half-ton truck and he had a bicycle. Well, he was a real smart bastard. He used to go home at night, park his truck in the alley. His bicycle was there. He hadn't gone anywhere with it, eh? And so we kept traveling, and then we'd get another little fire, eh? And we nearly got him one time. He was building a building down there, belonged to a guy, and he'd passed on, and it was sitting there, and nobody was doing anything about it because it was kind of like a receiver deal. Eh?
Yeah.
So he just went down and fired it up and
Started on fire.
Yeah. So anyhow, checked right away quick to see whether his bicycle's home. Bicycle's home, truck is home, eh? So it wasn't him, eh?
Wow.
And then one day, I can't remember when, a year or two after that, one day a guy was going by and his garage door's open, there's another bicycle inside.
Holy.
Yeah.
Sneaky.
Yeah, another night, I helped tear down all the buildings in Block 1, eh?
Okay.
$25 a building, eh? And after 5 o'clock, a lot of the guys around the fire department would come down and we'd work that thing over. We hauled I had a big truck and put all the junk on it, hauled out to the dump, and I think we hauled over 3/4 of the stuff out there. And different guys would come along and say, can I get a couple of 2x4s or something?
Yeah.
Give it to them, yeah. That's a long time ago, but lots of guys have done the things that I've done for the town. It'd be a different story today.
Yeah.